What's up, guys? Let me get to where I need to be, and then we're gonna fucking rage. Just be a second. We'll get there. I promise. Probably nobody joining because I'm doing this shit all of a fucking sudden. But, all right. Let me see. What up, Lady Tasha? So I just got off of Brett Keane. Went on Brett Keane. Saw Brett Keane went live. I kind of had an agenda that I never fucking got to. Very fucking angry. Hopefully, Brett Keane will finish his shit. I'm gonna fucking send him a fucking email and invite him to this shit right here. Anybody that wants to jump in is more than welcome to fucking jump in. But I just got fucking triggered, and I warned them motherfuckers I was getting triggered, and I went in with an agenda. I want to talk to Brett about the Skylar Fiction shit. I went in there wanting to talk about Skylar Fiction, and G-Man and this other motherfucker's talking about death threats, and I went in talking about death threats, and we got into fucking Barack Obama, and I cannot tolerate untruths about Barack Obama or fucking equivocating Barack Obama's southern border strategy to Trump's southern border strategy, or justifying fucking Trump's southern border strategy because, oh my God, Obama almost did the same shit. Fuck that shit. I got fucking mad. I got mad. And I left the stream. I threw my fucking headphones down in disgust at the shit that I was saying. People that I respect defending the shit that I was hearing. I don't take Brett Keane's BS. I don't. I went on Brett Keane to be respectful. I was respectful and I got attacked because I wanted Brett Keane to come on my channel tomorrow so I could ask why he's doing what he's doing to Skylar Fiction. And I really hope that Brett Keane realizes that I'm fucking pissed off and will come on here and have a fucking conversation. And I should have put that in the fucking title, but I'm fucking mad. How are you going to ambush me with complete fucking mistruth? Barack Obama did not fucking do what Trump is doing at our southern border right fucking now. Now, Barack Obama, to us progressives, is the deporter in chief, right? Right? Like, I know the truth of what Barack Obama did when it comes to fucking immigration. And you're speaking to somebody that knows the truth with fucking conspiracy fucking theories. And I just got disgusted. I threw my fucking headphones down and I got fucking disgusted. Don't fucking compare what Barack Obama did, which was atrocious, to the fucking genocide that fucking Trump is doing by separating children from their parents. Because Barack Obama did not do that shit. Barack Obama did not have children getting lost in the fucking system. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. I'm screaming, fuck you at this motherfucker. Thank you. I like my shirt too. The Rolling Stones. You gotta love the Rolling Stones. Man, I'm so fucking mad, and I really hope Brett Keane fucking ends his stream or will at least come on my stream tomorrow so I can actually ask him the things I wanted to ask him. I know I need to chill. I need to chill. I'm just so fucking, it's just so fucking ignorant. You know, I'm not a Barack Obama fanboy. You know, I'm a progressive that understands that Barack Obama did not fulfill the promises he wanted to fucking, he gave us in 2008. He promised us that Guantanamo Bay would be closed. He promised us universal health care. He got a fucking Nobel Peace Prize for shit he didn't deserve. He killed indiscriminately with drones Muslim people that did nothing wrong. besides being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm not a Barack Obama fanboy, but if you're going to come at me with fucking untruths, and then you're going to gang up on me with like, how much respect did I give Sister Sunshine, right? I even invited her to a live one-on-one conversation with me. And I still respect her, but you're wrong. You're fucking wrong. Barack Obama did not do what Trump is doing. And if you're going to sit here and deny the memos that shows how Trump changed the policy, well, then you're just fucking ignorant and don't know shit about what's going on right now. I mean, and then they're going to just speak bad about AOC. Guess who AOC is? Guess who Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is? She is me. She was a bartender a year ago. She is me. So you disrespect her, guess what? You disrespect me. And she's the only one besides Bernie Sanders holding these little fucking bitch-ass politicians responsible. There is a problem in our politics, guys. And it's not Republican and Democrat. It's oligarchy. It is the rich getting richer while the poor get poorer. That is the problem with America. It is the class system that Americans deny. Capitalism has only produced poverty. That's all. Poverty or extreme wealth. No middle ground. We're just trying to reestablish the middle ground. I don't want to be rich, but I don't want to have to figure out how I'm going to feed my kid. I just want to sit here with y'all. And if you're going to sit here and talk shit about Barack Obama for shit he did not do and ignore the shit he did that was wrong, like, I've never had a problem with criticizing Obama for the shit he did wrong. I've never had a problem. But guess what Barack Obama did never do? Not once in his presidency. He never lost a kid. As far as I know. He never lost a kid. He never separated a child from their parents and put them in these fucking concentration camps that we have on our southern border right now. This is America. This is the home of the free. Right? This is what we're trying to attain in this country. America, the home of the free. How is it freedom? And they're like, well, if you're going to break the law and cross it, I'm like, motherfucker, they're escaping atrocity. Do you understand? Can you as an American even understand atrocity? Can you as an American, as the poorest of Americans, understand atrocity? Because I am poor, but I got a roof over my head. I am speaking to you guys right now. How is that atrocity? How can you judge this woman walking 2,500 miles with her child to escape atrocity for the land of the free, for America? The promised land. What kind of douchebag would do that? What kind of douchebag says this? No, this is my land. It's not your land. This land was stolen from my people. It's not your land. My people sits on a fucking reservation right now drinking themselves to death, the majority of them, because of the atrocities committed upon them by the American government. Atrocities. The fucking extinction of a human race committed up to this very day. If there was a Christian race in this country, I would not wish upon them extinction. If there was any kind of race in this country, I would not wish extinction upon them. But yet today we have Indian affairs, just like we've always had. Today we have Indians stuck on a reservation, breaking all treaties that this government gave them. Today we have I think the last numbers I looked at was 98% of the reservation on this country. You can, as a white person, go onto that reservation and rape a woman and not be prosecuted because you're a white man. You can marry a Native American woman in this country and beat her and not be prosecuted because you're a white man. That's the fucking truth of it. That's how great America is today. I'm going on a bit of a fucking tirade. I went on Brett Keane tonight, like wanting to ask him about the shit he did with Scholar Fiction. Right? Like Brett, man, you know, like you've had this honest discord with me, an atheist. So why are you being the manatee again? Why are you doing this to Skylar when Skylar put out an honest video? Jesus is Lord, dude. I'm not even fucking paying attention to the chat right now. I will in a moment. If anybody has asked to link in, anybody's willing to come in, I need to calm down. I'm just really upset, man. I mean, anybody that's going to justify to me how Trump is okay for fucking separating children, that shit ain't okay to me, man. And it's not being because I'm a fucking Democrat. I don't like the Democrats either. You know, I mean, I'm a fucking progressive. But it's not okay to separate a child from their parents. It's not okay. I think the last number I read was like 1,500 children have been lost into the system and have not seen their parents yet. That's not okay. And I don't, you know, you show me evidence that Obama did that, and I will say, guess what? Guess what I will say? That's not okay. It doesn't matter if Obama did it, even though I don't think he did. I'm pretty up on this shit. I know Obama was the deporter in chief. He wasn't putting kids in concentration camps on the southern border. I mean, come the fuck on. All right, let me look at the chat, guys. I'm just really mad. Like, I was out drinking with friends, having a good time. I saw Brett Keane went live, and I'm like, you know what? I want to go home, and I really want to ask Brett about the copyright strike he put on Scholar Fiction. And I get in there, and they're talking about death threats, so of course I get sidetracked because I'm like, yo, I'm going through this shit, and everything you're saying is bullshit. Not Brett Keane, but whoever the fuck was talking when I came in. And then there was this whole fucking drama between G-Man and somebody that G-Man insulted. And I just wanted to ask him about Scholar Fiction. You know, like, I just wanted to be like, Brett, man, like you just came on my channel and you had a great conversation and you impressed not only me, but a lot of atheists. Why are you going back to doing the same shit? That's what I wanted to, you know, that's why I came home early. I'm like, guys, I got to leave. Brett Keane's live and I got a chance to do it. Read my political views above too. I'm chill too. Yeah, I haven't paid any attention to the chat. I've just been kind of going on a diatribe. Holy shit, Ocean's up in the house. Ocean, yeah, I came home early and I went on Brett Keane. Really just wanted to find a chance to ask him about why he did what he did to Scholar Fiction. And I get into a dumpster fire, and I ended up like tossing my fucking headphones on the ground and then picking them back up and saying, like, I'm not going to let you speak. I'm out. And I left the fucking conversation. It's just something I don't like to do. That's something I really don't like to do. But it's just, and I even warned them, like if Brett were to put the whole conversation up on whatever venue he's gonna put it up on, and if I can find it and mirror it, I will mirror it and put it on this channel and show you guys. Like I clearly said, you guys are going to trigger the raging atheist right now. And they fucking just triggered me, and not only triggered me, but straight up attacked me. Straight up fuck you. Dude. I really shouldn't have left. I should have been kicked. I should have went on such a diatribe that I got kicked. That's what I should have done. I should have been the real raging atheist and went on until they just booted my ass. But Brett Keane, anybody willing to come in, I'm going to actually highlight me. And you know what? I'm not even going to go back into the chat and try to read, because I've just been raging, and that's what I do. And guess what, guys? I actually finished most of my edit on my Rachel Stevens video. And I think it's the perfect response on whether or not the raging atheist is going to quit doing what the raging atheist does, because I straight up rage on Rachel Stevens, and it's beautiful. And I really wanted to get it up today, but then I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to go drink. And I'm still drinking, because why not? Because you know what? If you're going to deal with bullshit, you might as well be fucked up. Anybody want to come in? Come in, please. Slow your roll, have a smoke. I need to slow my roll, have a smoke. I know, guys, I'm like, all right. Meditation. What they said about Obama isn't true. What they said about Obama isn't true. What they said about Obama isn't true. Cyrus is up in the house. Somebody said, hey, at Cyrus. What's up, Cyrus? Dude, anybody that wants to come in and have a conversation with me, I'm going to chill out a little bit. I'm going to try to get calm. Jesus is Lord is the first that I see saying, send me a link. So I'm going to send Jesus is Lord a link. Jesus, all I'm asking is, if you come with political arguments, just make them true and don't come at me with crap. I don't want to get triggered like I just got triggered on Brett Keane's channel. Please don't come at me with inaccuracies about Barack Obama. You can come with the truth and I'll be like, yeah, dude, that's true. But don't come at me with some like Barack Obama put children in concentration camps, so it's okay that Trump does it shit. Please, please, please. I can't tolerate that. You know, if you can provide evidence that Barack Obama sent children to concentration camps and separated them from their parents, then I will accept that and call Barack Obama a douchebag as well. But I haven't seen that evidence. All right, I'm getting into my Gmail account. I should have been here already. I'm not looking at anything else but my Gmail account right now. I'm going to send Jesus is Truth a link. Right there you are, Jesus. Let me get back to where I can actually copy the thing. Anybody can come in and talk to me tonight. Chilling out. I'm chilling out. I'm sorry if I got too emotional. But man, it really just bothered me. Hopefully Brett Keane will come on and like explain himself with that shit. And then I can ask him, hey, dude, why are you doing what you're doing to scholar fiction? It's totally wrong. You were just an open person to atheists. I don't expect you to be nice to all atheists, but like, seriously, why are you doing fucked up shit? You know, I mean, that's really why I wanted to talk to Brett Keane again. And then if he hates me, then he hates me. But I just really wanted to ask that question. All right, Jesus is Lord. Here comes the link. Anybody else? I'm about to get back into the chat, so we will get back there. Atheist Rationale, would you like to come in? Ocean, you can come in. I'd love talking to Ocean. Cyrus, you can come in. I love talking to Cyrus. Calm me down. Let's talk Brett Keane and scholar fiction, whatever you guys want to talk about, man. Hopefully Brett Keane will end his stream and come in. If not, maybe I'll have Brett Keane on tomorrow and I'll ask him that question. I tried to be nice until I told them they were triggering me and they kept going, so I got triggered. All right. Yeah, Ocean, I'm sending you a link right now. Cyrus, I would love to send you a link, man. I'd love talking to you too. But I'm going to send you a link, Ocean, probably on Twitter. We're talking on Twitter, right? Oh, man, it gets so confusing. All right, here you go, Ocean. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. I might have put a slash there on the end. Here, I'm going to resend it. I'm going to resend that. Because I think I put a slash there on the end. Yeah, that second one is right. All right. Man, calm down, Ronnie. Calm down. Cyrus, I'm going to send you a link just in case you want to come in too. On Twitter. Just in case you're like, hey, let's talk for a moment. And maybe if people I like disagree with me, then I can accept it more than people I don't know. And anybody else that wants to come in, you guys are welcome. I mean, I'm drinking. I'm having a good time. I was having a good time until I went on to Brett Keane. And I don't like to get political on my channel. Like, I really try to avoid it. Atheist Rationale, I'm going to send you a link too, dude. Come in and talk to Ocean is definitely coming. Jesus is Lord is coming. So I'm going to send you a message, Atheist Rationale, on Twitter. And come on in and conversate. If you can, I understand. But I'm going to send the link regardless. There it is, right on Twitter. All right. Because I got off of Brett's channel and I'm like, screw it. Let's go on a diatribe. Check Gmail from Reese. All right, let me check my Gmail. Reese, I'm not seeing it. Maybe you can tell me like exactly the name or something. Are you? I don't think you're Maynard. So yeah, we're gonna.
What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Ocean? You're the first in.
Yeah, I mean, I was like running around. I was like, oh, yeah, I guess I can stop by Raging Atheist.
Yeah, like, dude, I was totally on I was just on Brett Keane, and I kind of told Skylar, like, dude, I want to talk to Brett Keane one more time and just see like his response to what you're saying. And I didn't even get a chance.
What did Skylar say?
Well, I
don't know any of the. I don't keep up with the Brett Keane drama, so.
Skylar says that Brett Keane put a copy strike on his channel very recently. He just put a video up about it. Basically, his response to Matt Powell's, new video on Brett Keane's channel and how he denies pretty much what Matt Powell said on Skylar's channel, and then Brett Keane kind of misrepresented Skylar. So Skylar puts up a response video. No, this is what Matt said, and I thought it was a good video, and I guess Brett Keane put a copy strike on it. So I wanted to go and be like, dude, what's up? Like, we just had this great conversation. Why are you now hating on atheists and putting a copyright on Skylar? And I didn't even get to that. It was a dumpster fire, Ocean.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was bad. And I was even like, you guys are going to trigger me right now. Let's not talk about this. And they were like, let's talk about this.
So, whenever I think that like the Brett Keane environment, whenever, especially an atheist is about to get triggered, that's the time for them to pounce on that topic. Yeah. Right. So, it's a thing that they do. There's a tribalism that happens there.
Tribalism.
Hi, Cyrus. We love talking about tribalism, but to clear up a little bit of the point that I think that they were talking about, the law that Trump was enforcing was passed by Democrats. True.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was not enforced by Obama.
Yeah.
in the same way that Trump enforced it. You might be able to make an argument that Obama enforced it in one way or another, but it wasn't kids in cages at concentration camps, and it didn't result in the death of children
Yeah.
in the possession of the federal government.
Yeah,
That's
and I
that's the
tried to
fucked up.
scream that at them. I'm like, dude, yeah, Obama was not perfect on this. We call him, as progressives, we call him the deporter in chief.
Right.
Like,
Right. And
but to say that what Trump's
drone
doing now
commander,
is the
deporter in
same.
chief, right? Like you mentioned the drone thing. You mentioned and deporter in chief. Like both of those things are adequate criticisms of Obama.
Not to mention, if somebody's defense of something that Trump did is, oh well, somebody
Obama
else
did it too.
Somebody else did this as well. It's like,
That
okay,
doesn't make
cool.
it
So
right.
so they're both wrong. Congratulations! All you
Like
did
your
is
response-
expand the net.
Yeah,
Your response, raging atheist, is if somebody can prove that Obama did it, you're gonna be mad at Obama.
yeah, and
Right?
I think I said that. I was like, well, provide me evidence, and then they just started attacking me. Well, you're over speaking me. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to let you speak, but when you say bullshit, I mean, I'm gonna call you on your bullshit.
Right. Is it like if Obama did this, then he's just as bad in this context. So fine. But in the case with Trump, we have like widely seen video evidence. There's a report of, I think is it a 2-year-old that died
Yeah,
in federal possession, like in federal custody, like was it a couple of months ago or so? Like this, so this is still a problem that they're not getting these kids back to their parents.
I think I mentioned it. Like the last report I read was like 1,500 children have not been returned to their parents yet.
Right.
And I'm like, if it's one, that's a problem. And it doesn't matter if it's Obama or Trump. It's not about Trump. That's a problem.
The thing is that the thing that I find really ridiculous about that whole thing is that a lot of the people that were championing that whole process are the same people that talk about how ineffective government can be. And yet they're fine with saying, well, yeah, the government should take children from their parents and keep them in camps until that they will be properly returned. Everybody knows that when you do that, especially in an impromptu system where there's no justification there's no precedence for doing this, paperwork's going to get lost. People are going to lose, and with paperwork being lost around people that can't say their own name in some cases.
Yes. Yeah.
Like this is you're going to have kids that are 2 that have been away from their parents for so long, they're going to have trouble identifying them. And then if they don't have their paperwork.
And there's like no empathy, none. Like one of the arguments that I can't even remember his name. Like I never want to speak to this man again, but one of his arguments is like, well, if they're going to break the law, then they deserve what they get. And I'm like, do you not?
Nobody deserves that.
Yeah. And do you not understand that they're escaping atrocity? Like they're coming to this American dream that we have promoted for like the last 150 years. And we promoted it across the world, like America, the home of the free, land of the brave. And they're like, I want that. And then they travel like by foot thousands of miles. And you're going to just say, oh, they broke the law. Like you can't even understand what atrocity is.
Not to mention, that's when somebody argues that, oh, well, it's the law. And that's where it stands for them. Like that's exactly where it goes. My go-to argument then is, okay, then if we just dial the clock back a little bit, not even that much, let's just go back to Jim Crow. It's the law.
Yes.
It's okay. Let's just go back to slavery. It's the law. It's okay. You can't get a fucking ought from an is. Stop trying it.
Yeah. The whole thing is progression. Like we are trying to learn from our past, and they're like, I didn't even get to the part where they started ranting about AOC, because I just ducked out. I'm like, I'm out. I'm not going to do this. Like, this is just going to get worse and worse for me. So I'm not going to do this. But like, you can like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, or you can dislike her. But the thing you'll never understand is that she speaks to me. She was me 1 year ago. She was in that bar serving those drinks. And you will never replace that, no matter what you say. Never. You just won't replace it. And if she has bad policy ideas, I'll be against it 100%. But if she's coming out and saying a 70% marginal tax rate for people that make over $10 million, and you as a person that makes $20,000 a year has a problem with that, you might want to rethink your position.
We've historically had a 90% tax rate on higher people anyway. So it's like
tax rate. That's with respect to income as well. So like, give me,
you're not going to make $10 million. This is not going to affect you. She is going after the people that is stealing the wealth. And not everybody that makes 10 million a year is stealing the wealth. I'm not trying to say that, but I'm saying if you're making that much money that it's going to be taxed, you can afford it.
Yeah, there's the flip side of the coin where it's like, yes, not everybody who makes more than $10 million in a year has ill-gotten gains, obviously.
Yes.
But at the same time, you've got larger corporations that somehow have managed to not pay any taxes on multi-billion dollars of profit. Like I understand how they've done it because I actually have a bunch of books that explain the method of doing so to allow it through various tax loopholes. So it's like I'm not stumped as to how it's done. I just it still irks me that it is.
What I don't like is that they closed a lot of deductions in the new tax. This is getting into particulars, but in the new tax reform that they did, which was supposed to, save everybody a bunch of money. Myself and a couple of buddies of mine were freelancers, right? Freelancers got screwed in this new tax bill. My buddy just finished up his taxes and he's paying. I think it's 3 times more than he did last year. He made a comparable amount of money this year that he did last year. It is just because of the change of the tax code that screwed over freelancers. So Republicans saving your money now, right? Like, damn it, you would think that the Republicans are like I've supported the Republicans before and like being
me too.
Low taxes, low taxes and low spending, fantastic. And let's save money and we'll start balancing the budget. Republican presidents going back to Reagan haven't made any attempt to balance the budget, and they have been increasing spending. Bush did it. Reagan did it. Come on. Yeah. Trump is no better at this point.
Yeah, that's my problem. Like, I grew up as a Southern conservative. I really don't know why this is doing that. Let me get this back. All right. Yeah, I grew up as a Southern conservative, and the conservative Republicans that I remember actually cared about deficit. They actually cared about spending. And it's like these new conservatives just don't care about that anymore. Trump did it. It's okay.
The thing is that
you're not looking at it with rose-tinted glasses.
So Reagan increased spending through the military during the Cold War. He cut some other places, but the overall spending of government money went up. And then under Bush, not sure about senior, but Bush Jr., W, made massive increases in spending, a lot of it with respect to Medicaid. I believe Medicaid. And then there's obviously the war spending. So overall spending went up. Now, he lowered taxes in such a way that you could argue made a certain amount of sense because apparently the overall money that the government was making went up under Bush. But then, so wait, why are we reforming our tax code in order to raise taxes on people that aren't making very much?
Yeah.
And in order to put larger corporations to the point where they're not paying taxes on their profits.
Yeah, like
what's going on?
One of the main things I gave Trump credit for was like he was supposed to up the child tax credit. So I'm like, all right, so I can't talk crap about Trump because come March this year when it was supposed to take effect, I'm going to get more money. Guess what? I didn't. I got actually, I think it was like $69 less than I got last year. I didn't get any extra money. None.
Right. So now you can shit talk Trump.
Yeah. I mean, it was the one thing I gave him credit. Like, yeah, he's going to help me out this year. And it didn't happen. It just didn't.
They say Trump doesn't always tell the truth. He's been caught in like a couple of lies.
Ocean? He says the best truths, the biggest truths. These truths are huge.
They're huge.
Sirs, I don't know what I think about your Trump impersonation.
Yeah, sir. Your
it's
voice is more for like cartoon anime.
yeah, it's not very good for Trump, and it's
I'm like trying to
can't
decide
do
whether or not I like it.
I can't do what you do with the friggin' Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, yes, Ocean, your Jordan Peterson is.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
Like my voice.
What do you mean by Jordan Peterson?
Apparently, I can do a pretty good Barney. Like, it's not very hard to do a Barney the dinosaur, though. But
Damn.
You got that shit down, sirs.
Sirs, you have captured the spirit of the purple dinosaur.
I used to be able to do a Bobcat Goldthwait, but that was like when I was 12. I'm not going to try it now. But I do have to say for the record that Bobcat Goldthwait is a very underrated comedian.
also, I do see that we have Paul in, which is neat.
Yeah, Wujita's here and Jesus is Lord is here. So yeah, feel free to speak in, guys. I know Jesus is Lord. Are you a Trump supporter?
I'm not a Trump supporter. Yeah, I mean, I support the president, of course.
But like, do you like his policies? Like,
Sure.
I mean, I support the president. You know, I don't want us to go, you know, like to World War III.
He's doing exactly what we voted him in to do.
So, like, what did you vote him in to do?
Exactly what he's doing. Everything he's promised.
What he's doing now, like creating divisiveness and like putting children in cages.
Yeah, about that. I just wanted to bring some sort of fact, facts into the discussion because I see a lot of misinformation being.
All right, please do, because I would like to know where I'm misinformed, because I think I'm fairly informed on politics.
Well, first and foremost, the pictures that were posted were from the 2014 of the kids in the cages.
I disagree with that.
So that was during the
all the pictures that were posted were current.
There we go.
No, they were actually from 2014.
What? Can you citate that, please? Can you give me a citation on that?
I'll send you. Yeah, that's already that's been well documented. I'm not sure how you missed it. You must have been watching CNN and MSNBC.
I don't watch CNN. I watch the Young Turks.
Oh, that explains it. Watch both sides. Watch Fox News.
Actually, the Young Turks give you both sides pretty well, and they're actually open with their bias. They're like, I'm progressive, and this is what I am, but I'm going to report the news.
I know. Yeah, well, actions speak louder than words. So
yeah, their actions actually promote who they are.
I used to watch a lot of Fox News because I had some opinions about them being like fair and balanced, but
I do too.
I thought that a lot of the I used to watch them back in like the Bush days, and I was more or less conservative at that point, and I had like I look at Fox now, and it's either there's been either I've changed, which I can recognize that I've changed, but I don't think that I've changed so much that when I'm looking at Fox News. Do you see a difference in Fox News now, Raging Atheist? It seems like that there's like they've gone even further to the right, than they were. Like I think that there was a point when you could have like reasonable debates on Fox News, but they changed Hannity and Colmes to just Hannity. The Five seems to be like a conservative grouping with the exception of Bob Beckel. And when you get into
I do think
a lot of their other shows, like even Greg Gutfeld is just like a conservative pundit. Like I don't know, it's very odd.
I do think that Fox News, like there's a couple on there that I will still watch. I think they're fair, even though they're Republican minded, like Chris Wallace.
I like Chris Wallace and I like Brett Baer.
Yeah. But it does seem like the majority of it is Republican apologetics. And
this is not fake news.
Pasek, you'll get a link. Let me see if I still got your email.
But
go ahead.
Ragin, let me ask you a question, Ragin, about the whole immigration thing, if you don't mind.
Yep, please.
Do you know the difference between seeking asylum and attempting to immigrate illegally? Can you explain the difference between the two?
Seeking asylum is a practice of escaping atrocity. And you should have to be able to show that you're escaping atrocity, which I don't think is very hard to do if you come from a certain country. It's very easy to do. The problem isn't that seeking asylum is legal immigration, right? So when you attack the asylum laws that have been established by not just America, but by the world, then you are attacking legal immigration. I mean, that's without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Okay, so Trump is basically making a deal with the Mexican government, or yeah, maybe he's already made a deal, I'm sure, that the asylum practice would, or the asylum people who are seeking asylum would remain in Mexico while they await the decision. Is that
I would argue, and I'm not an expert on international law, but I would argue that's against international law. If somebody were to come to America seeking asylum, you have to grant them that process.
Okay. One more thing. One more thing. Do you like the Washington Times? Is that to the left, far enough to the left for you?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't read many newspapers anymore. I pretty much consider most of the mainstream media to be oligarchy news. I mean, they're all influenced by the rich. So
well, the Young Turks, I'm sure would appeal to the Washington Times.
Maybe I'm not gonna say I'm not familiar with their.
Well, let me just tell you what they report, and then I'll let someone else speak. They reported that most of the people who are claiming asylum.
Oh shit! Just a second, guys. Matt Powell, please. I'm gonna send you a link. Come in and have a conversation with us. I want to say that Matt Powell reached out to me immediately when I reached out to him about my death threats. Matt, you can come in. Ocean is here. Cyrus is here. Vujita is here. Jesus is Lord is here. You'll have an ally. Come in, have a conversation. I'm gonna send you a link.
But these Americans are not claiming asylum. They're looking for jobs. They're illegal immigrants looking for better jobs. That's according to the Washington Times.
That doesn't matter though, man.
Yeah.
They're still allowed to come in under asylum, and then the courts determine.
Yeah. It's a process.
They're not seeking asylum. They're here illegally looking for work. They're not seeking asylum. That's not why they're claiming they're here.
Jesus is Lord. If they're seeking asylum, that is not illegal immigration. It's not.
No. They're not
under international laws. They're seeking asylum. It's not illegal immigration.
No, that's not, according to the Washington Times. They're not seeking asylum. This is according to the Washington Times. You're looking for better jobs, not seeking asylum.
Did they find out? Did they actually?
I totally lost Matt Powell's email address. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, talking to myself. There he is, Matt Powell. I'm sending you a link under one of our emails. Please come join us.
He opens up first comment he makes in the chat. Hey, Ronnie, looking to be owned tonight? And then after you say, yeah, come on in. Let's see. No, then he follows it up with, you may not be an expert on that, but are you an expert on explosions or something? I don't know what.
That's one of his favorite cuts from his movie is my explosion comment.
So then you say, hey, I'll send you a link. Here's what he says. I'm not up to it tonight, Ronnie. I'm getting ready for my girlfriend to come over tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
Matt Powell, you do realize we know how life works, right? But okay, you don't want to come in. I get it. But Matt, we were so kind in our.
You understand? His girlfriend is showing up tomorrow at the crack of dawn, man.
I'll be asleep.
The fucking light is gonna come. It's like the sun is gonna come up, and she's gonna be riding up. And she's going to knock on his door, and she's going to judge him if there is a single dirty dish in that sink. It's going to be bad. I have no idea what she's like.
Stallion?
Right.
Nah,
yes.
A stallion. He's going to wake up with her sucking on his toes.
Oh. I think even that might be too kinky for him.
Wait, Matt, I promise you, man, I'm on good behavior. And, I know Ocean. I can't speak for Wajita. But I know Ocean and Sirs will be respectful, dog. And Jay Plastic is in the house, you know.
Ocean, are we going to be respectful? Is that what we do?
Or maybe not. I mean, we'll be.
I think we're respectful, but I also think that we're definitely dogged.
Wait, is it midnight where Matt Powell's at? It's already tomorrow, so he's talking about Sunday.
The girlfriend shouldn't be coming over on Sunday, though. That's the Lord's Day.
Yeah, that's the Lord's Day, man.
Tomorrow? No, tomorrow's Saturday.
Tomorrow only exists in your mind.
That's wrong. I think it's pretty clear that that tomorrow is only a false concept, and if you look at the metaphysical substrates, there is actually no such thing as tomorrow.
There is no such thing as tomorrow. You're always in the present.
Very good, Vegeta.
All right, Lady Tasha, I'm looking for your emails. Check your mic, and hopefully you can speak, but I'm sending it right now. I'm going to go get a beer, guys. Feel free to speak. I appreciate all of y'all coming in because I was really mad, and now I'm feeling pretty happy.
Just supporting you, Raging.
Yeah. I'm feeling a lot better now. I would really like if Brett Keane would come in and I could get a chance just to be like, dude, what's up with Scholar Fiction? I really wanted that chance tonight.
You're asking Brett Keane to be honest. That's a tall order.
I know, but Scholar made the call not to give Brett Keane any airtime anymore, and I just really want to be like, all right, Brett, I've been cool with you, even though I made 2 Manatee videos. Come on and just explain yourself. And then if I want to rage, then I can rage and we'll never speak again.
The problem is Brett's an opportunist. As soon as he finds an opportunity, he'll step in and make it all about him. He'll make himself look better. That's what he does. That's how he's gotten where he is. That's why the Christians love him, because as soon as somebody steps down or drops their guard a little bit or agrees with him, still mans him at all, he'll step right in.
So you're saying
that's exactly what you did, Nakasuchi. That's exactly what you did. You stepped right into it.
Thank you. Yeah, I did. I got home from the bar and I was like, they're speaking about death threats. I want to talk to Brett. I got a link. Let's click that link. And I walked into a dumpster fire. I am going to step away and feel free to speak, guys.
Hang on here. I see Jill's or Jesus is Lord. Atheists are not happy. An atheist left their religion. I have to say, atheism is better than Islam in the sense that Brett is still alive. A dumpster fire you created.
I don't know if I can call what Brett's existence is alive, but whatever.
I mean, his existence does have at least enough cheeseburgers for happiness.
But I'm still basing this off of a religious faith type thing. So Jesus is Lord. The Muslims still believe in a ultimate being, a God creator type thing. Is that better than an atheist? Or are Muslims right along the same side as atheism? People that have denied any creator. Just wondering.
Your religion is only better than Islam in the sense that you don't kill apostates.
So I have a question. How does atheism become a religion when atheism is about epistemology and religion is about religion?
And lack of religion, if you will. Lack of dogma.
And when you're done answering that, I have a question for you.
It doesn't imply lack of religion because there are atheistic religions.
It also doesn't imply lack of dogma.
Atheism has nothing to do with religion in any way, shape, or form. So how does atheism then get defined as religion? I'm curious as to how this is a thing still.
Atheism is a religion in the same sense Buddhism is a religion.
No.
You don't necessarily have to worship a deity to be considered a religion, according to the definition of religion.
Then can you give me your working definition of religion, please? We can work with that.
Pursuit or interest, which someone describes importance.
No, okay, sounds.
No.
Is that a working definition that anybody here agrees with?
Hell is that?
Jesus, are you trying to
pursuit
justify
or interest to which
religion?
someone ascribes supreme importance?
It seems like someone's trying to pull a Jordan Peterson and give broad definitions that make things fall into a real big box.
Well,
metaphysical
of
substrates. Metaphysical substrates, guys.
Jill, I think
that's not actually that's not according to Google. According to Google, it's the.
I'm not sure. I wouldn't think that anybody here has blocked you, Lady Tasha. I'll resend the link.
I wonder who might have done that.
According to Google, the main definition is the belief and worship of a superhuman controlling power to get
where words are not equivocal. Words are not univocal; they're equivocal. So if I'm using the word in respects to a Hindu, or not a Hindu, but a Buddhist or an atheist, I'm not talking about a deity. I'm talking about a pursuit or an interest, which you ascribe supreme importance to.
And can you tell me how not believing in something? Can you tell me how not believing in something?
You may not be an atheist on the level of Hitchens or Dawkins, who do write books on atheism, who do believe that it's supreme and it's of supreme importance. But in that case, maybe you're not as religious, but it is a religion.
And at this point, you're muddying the definition of religion so much that it can mean practically anything. So
you're trying to tell us that an empty plate is a fucking meal.
Anything can be a religion according to scripture and according to the definition on Google.
Then
someone ascribes supreme importance can be.
Now the word is so unimportant, we can just throw it out.
So the biblical definition matches the Google definition, which is a surprise.
Read it. Read the Google definition.
Yeah.
I just did a pursuit or interest to which someone ascribes supreme importance.
Like what importance do atheists play anything?
Raging Atheist, real quick, man. Do you mind if I share the link with a buddy of mine?
Go for it, Ocean, please.
Appreciate it, man.
Hold on.
Let Ocean speak. Let Ocean speak.
Oh wait, no. You were trying to get Lady Tasha in?
No, girlfriend Kevin.
I'm trying. She says she's blocked from somebody.
Yeah. Jill doesn't like talking to women.
Jill, did you block Lady Tasha?
Of course he did, because he's bitch made.
I have no idea. But there's more than one definition for religion.
But no, all right. So I'm sorry, Lady Tasha. I guess Jill blocked you. Sad day because she's such a cool person. But let's let Ocean speak. Ocean wanted to make a point. Let's let Ocean speak.
You do realize though that
I just wanted to invite somebody in. Go for it.
When you use on Google and even in like the Oxford Living Dictionary, when you use the version of religion that says a pursuit or interest followed by great devotion, the usage in there is allegorical, right? Like consumerism is the new religion, for instance. That's completely allegorical. It's not saying that is actually the definition of it. It's saying that that's what happens when you're using religion as a figure of speech, not as an actual like hard definition. I'm not asking for a figure of speech because frankly, I don't give a shit about figure of speeches. So now that we've seen that the usage doesn't really follow there, could we get a working definition that isn't an empty fucking plate?
Well, that's the working definition that I have. That's what I'm sticking to. You can call it.
So you're sticking to the allegory.
You can call it an allegory, but I don't consider that an allegory. Neither does Scripture. Scripture says.
Why should I give a care about what your book says?
Can I finish the sentence?
I mean, Jill, I'm sorry.
Google agrees.
Jill, I'm sorry.
You can call it an allegory if you want to.
I place more emphasis on, like, if you were to come at me,
some religions are an allegory. I agree.
The Greek gods, I would put like way more emphasis on that than
some religions are allegorical. I believe that. Some religions are an allegory.
But like how is
a religion an allegory?
Yeah, like,
religion is an
ideal. See how many times you can get Jill to contradict himself in 5 minutes.
It doesn't have any ontological.
I know we got a new person.
Ontological. You mean ontology?
Oh my God! Shut up.
I love Sirs. Sirs, man, you are beautiful. I love your voice. We've got a new guy, but I really want Ocean to be able to say what he wanted to say. So Ocean,
I was just saying, the Kevin who came in is a friend of mine. I just wanted to be able to send him the link.
All right. That's sweet. So yeah, we got a new guy, Kevin. Say what's up, man.
Kevin's a cool dude.
Hey, I just came in to socialize, so continue. I'll just listen for a while. It's cool. Nice to meet you, Raging. Appreciate
it. Man. Welcome, and feel free to butt in whenever you want to.
Okay.
Greetings, Kevin.
Hey, hello.
What's up?
All right, so let's continue this. Jesus, I disagree.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's fine. You can disagree, but
religion. I do know that Sirs was making a point, so let's let Sirs finish, and then you can respond, Joe.
Oh, I wasn't making a point at that point. I was just laughing.
All right. Yeah, I was kind of laughing. Go ahead, Joe.
Religion is a concept. Okay, it's not a creature walking around, taking up space, time, and matter. It's a belief. It's a system. So it doesn't have to include worshiping of a deity. It can include worshiping of your car. It can include worshiping of your wife or your spouse. So in that sense, atheism is a religion.
But I don't worship.
Don't have to have
only because you've so poorly defined it that it can mean anything.
Like the only thing I worship.
We don't have to have the primary use of the definition used
2 years
every
ago,
time.
Jill, you could say I worshiped World of Warcraft, but I don't even worship that anymore. Yeah. So you're pretty much, your point is mute. I just,
you don't worship that, but you replace it with something else.
No, I haven't replaced it with nothing yet.
Idol.
Unless you consider YouTube a replacement.
Yes.
I was doing YouTube when I was worshiping World of Warcraft, so I don't really quite get how that correlates.
Oh my God.
I worship nothing.
Can I just say something real quick?
Please do.
Nakasuchi, will you please kick Jill out? He's like he totally like stole the whole chat. We were talking about Brett Keane and everything. I understand. I like Jill. Okay, he's a human being. I get it.
Jill was invited to speak by Raging Atheist.
But
I agree with that.
And Raging Atheist is fine with it being an amble, so it's
Reese. If I were to kick Jill out right now, then I would be denying a voice. And as much as Jill infuriates me, he kind of entertains me, and I don't want to deny people their voices, right? Like I just don't. Even if it's unless it's like really homophobic slurs or crap like that, then yeah, I would have to. Or if it's like Darth Dawkins trying to
wish that Jill wouldn't
conversation.
I just wish Jill hadn't blocked Lady Tasha though.
Yeah,
but
he's denying her voice. So.
Lady Tasha's voice.
Yeah,
I would really wish that you would unblock Lady Tasha and stop being so douchebaggery towards women.
I would say that if in the next 2 minutes, this is just my proposal. If in the next 2 minutes Jill does not unblock Lady Tasha, because it takes all of 2 seconds to do so, so 2 minutes is ample time.
I can agree with that.
Boom.
Jill, come on, dog. I mean, come on, man. I will give you 2 minutes. It is 12.
I don't think I have her blocked. I don't think I have anyone blocked, but
you are the only one that can have her blocked right now.
How do you know? How do you know?
Because the rest of us don't have a problem with fucking Tasha or
women in general. Sexist. You're a sexist bastard. That's why.
Right.
I'm going to make this really easy. I'll dip out for the 2 minutes.
Nobody here has Lady Tasha blocked but you, Jill. Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody. Nobody.
It's the sodomite who's the sexist.
What is it?
Who's Lady Tasha?
Let me just say this. Let me just say this about religion.
It's the sodomites that hate women. How?
But if you're not, hey Joe, if you're not willing to unblock one of my peoples, then I'm sorry. I like the conversation, dog, but you got to go. Goodbye.
Damn it!
I'm so confused. Wait, hold on. No, he just fucking slipped that it's the sodomites that hate women thing. He just fucking slipped that in and then just immediately went, but now let's keep talking about religion. No, bitch. You just brought up the fucking nail in your own coffin.
It must be Ocean. Ocean's the sodomite. Confirmed.
It was
hey,
I mean, there's some things that I've done that could be considered sodomy.
Seriously though, Lady Tasha, if you can't get in now, I owe Jill an apology.
Nah, fuck Jill anyway. He's garbage.
That's fair.
Oh, poor Lady Tasha. She logged out and logged in. Oh.
I'm so confused.
Oh, poor girl.
Okay, so I'm just curious. Ocean, on the defining religion so vapidly that it can mean possibly anything, I would like to hear your thoughts.
Well, what I'll say is that the scholastic, there isn't a scholastic definition of religion.
Well, don't look at that. Sorry, Ocean.
That's awesome.
It was Jill.
It was Jill.
Yeah, the whole time.
Surprise.
Go figure.
Who called that? Continue the thing you were saying.
Yeah, so to answer Thuris, for scholastic examinations of religion, there isn't a commonly held definition, because a lot of the definitions that people have used to describe one thing or another winds up being incomplete. There's one like really wordy definition that is sometimes used that still doesn't encapsulate. But if you're, it tends to be, even in scholastic circles, it tends to be you know it when you see it kind of thing. That it has like a certain number of properties, and there's kind of a weird gray difference between what a philosophy is and a religion is, which is when you get into stuff like Taoism. Is that a religion or a philosophy? It seems to do both things.
The answer to that is yes.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, it is both. It is it a religion or philosophy? Yes. But if you're going to try and defining religion in a way that makes it so that if you really like your car, you're worshiping it, isn't a useful definition of religion. That's not a useful. That's not a useful way of having the word exist. And it just makes it vapid, and it means that Christians have more than one God because they put on their shoes. Like you can use it to describe anything.
Well, it's just like it's just like whenever the idea that liking something a lot is a form of worship, that also seems to me to carry the same exact issues, the same burdens, where you've made this definition so vague that it means so many things that now you can do things right and wrong simply by existing.
And here's the problem expands by saying, well, you know, putting on your shoes and your shoes being gods. In a Christian mindset makes a certain amount of sense if you're going to you could put broad definitions on religion, because what do? You put on your shoes every morning. It's a ritual, and then you walk around with them. They're your companions. You must keep them with you. So if you put on your shoes daily, then you are following the shoe religion. You are walking in the shoe god's footsteps by having on shoes. It doesn't matter that the shoes don't actually obey any definition of God that's coherent whatsoever, but you've defined religion so broadly that this works.
Yeah, like people give me all the time, why are you picking on MMA Jenkins? I'm like, dude, she's literally saying that the thing that everybody does every morning by putting on their shoes or their belt or whatever is like some mystical thing. Like, no, it's not.
It's the same issue that I had with the video that I just did on this girl whose channel is called Just a Dose.
That was good.
She had this weird, like, it's a 5-minute video, but for the first 3 minutes, she's explaining her idea of what God is, and it goes in so many directions that I'm just like, I don't know what your God belief is. But then, like, she says 2 things that align with the Bible, and I'm like, oh, okay, so it's the Christian God. It's just the most vague version of the Christian God I've ever fucking heard.
Yeah, that's like Rachel Stevens, the video I just edited it. She's talking about demons and all this stuff, and I'm like, your Christian God is like nothing I've ever heard of before. Like, this is really weird. You know, like, it's really weird. Like, nobody's ever spoken of this before. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Like when they go like, God is not judgment, God is not this, and I'm just like, I guess there was no judgment during the flood.
It's the flood.
During my debate with Jill, I remember my favorite thing was I completely got him when he was talking about God's love, and I was like, okay, it was like, that doesn't sound like love, and he goes, well, it's not something you can understand. You can't really define it. I go, so if you can't define it, how is it love? He goes, well, it's love. You just don't understand it. Okay, then define it to show me that it's love. He's like, but you can't define it because it's far too complicated. Then it's not love, you fucking dumbass.
Yeah, and I do want to say to Jill, like, dude, you know, I kind of feel bad that you are like such a sexist and you have to block all these women. So if you want to have a one-on-one conversation, or like if you want to specify only men allowed, then please like inform me
and do it on your own channel.
I would probably not consent to that. I would not consent to that.
I think he might be just upset that my girlfriend kicked his ass so much on the last hangout we were in when she was listening.
I want to say your girlfriend is smart.
I think
is savage. Mad because he
just the last hangout, the same one where I asked him what the biblical verses for condemning pedophilia was, and he went silent for like a good solid 5 to 6 minutes.
Yep.
Like I am planning on mirroring that moment because it was beautiful.
My favorite part would have to be when I roasted Jill and he was silent for a few minutes. That was fun.
Yeah, I mean, Jill went completely silent. Like I rewatched it.
It was gone.
Fuck.
I'll be honest. I was like, I'm kind of proud of that moment. That was good.
I am proud for you. Honestly, like I've never shut down a Christian like that ever, and it was a defining moment. It was defining.
He's just sitting there like, Vegeta never roasted anything. I'm just gonna say this: there is a point where I'm not going to say Jill is stupid, but I will say ignorant. There is a point where you're so ignorant of the things going on around you that everything goes over your head. There's nothing wrong with that. You just have to recognize that you're in that state.
Well, wait, Vegeta, you got a comment here in the chat.
Another one.
Vegeta never roasted anything.
Yeah, I just heard him.
I just said that.
Oh, sorry.
Like I said, there comes a point where everything goes over your head. You just have to recognize that you're in that state.
Yeah, I just want to say I hardly ever look at the chat. I'm terrible about it.
I try to look over
chicken
there.
is better than fried chicken. I don't know if I agree with that.
Accept it, dude.
Fried chicken's really good, though.
Hey, Raging?
Yeah.
Athena's asking for the link.
I just look over there to see.
Athena's asking for the link?
Yeah, midnight. Yeah, he's asking for the link.
All right, Athena, I am sending you the link right now. Thank you for looking at my chat for me.
I look over there for things to laugh at and people calling me sexy because that's all that matters to me now. It's all that keeps me alive.
I love the fro, but you have a little pee-pee.
Yeah. Don't be projecting.
You have
See, I'm not going to say anything about his little pee-pee since I'm sitting here with my micro penis, so, whatever.
I mean, Reese has been saying this ever since I went on one of Drag's fucking podcasts, and I said he had a little dick, and then he's been saying this every time since.
Every time.
Little is perspective here.
You gotta be pretty far away for it to be little. I'm just saying.
I'm a big man, proportionally wise. I don't worry about this, but little is perspective.
Yeah.
Let's just say I feel bad for the 5-inch man.
Jill's calling you out, Raging.
Is he?
He's calling you out on the live chat.
See,
Sunday at 3:30.
Witch knows what's up.
Sunday at 3:30, Jill. I will be up. I will make sure I set my alarm, and me and you will have a conversation. God help me.
Kenny Rhodes is in chat.
Who is?
Kenny Rhodes.
I love that guy.
All right,
Kenny. He's a Christian preacher. He's a good dude.
That's Kylo. He's cool.
Kylo Kenny Rhodes is in my chat. I don't know who you are, dog, but welcome.
Oh, he's cool as hell.
Kylo's cool to talk to. Yeah.
Kylo, you can come up in this chat. We got spots.
Jill, let me explain something to you. There's a big difference between me and you, and it's very simple. When I say some shit to insult you, I watch you crumble because I know it hurts you. When you say some shit, it's just some stupid, inconsequential bullshit that I laugh at. And then I come back later and I roast you again and watch you go silent. And
hey, Vegeta, I want to ask you about your conversation with Skyout. Did he really call you the N-word?
Yep.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and the bitch
tell
made.
Tell him about the N pass that he got. The N-word pass.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
Conversation, Vegeta.
Does he have a card in his pocket?
So basically after that situation, he starts him and Jay start talking about the situation, and Jay's pretty much talking about how he's a fucking idiot, and this moron pulls out a certificate which is clearly a fucking meme and goes, "This is my N-word pass," and it says some lady's name on it. So and
there
Jay goes,
is no N-word pass.
Obviously, but it gets even more stupid. So Jay goes, "So your name is Sydney or some shit?" It was a woman's name, and he's like, "No, that's who gave it to me." But it clearly says administered to, what was it?
Sarah Skaggs.
It said, administered to Sarah Skaggs. It was like, so your name is Sarah Skaggs? That's retard. Can't even fucking read to understand that it's saying it's given to Sarah Skaggs. He's using a meme unironically. And then this man wants to set up a debate with me, and his bitch ass was too scared to come to me directly and went to Jay to fucking to set it up.
That's fucked up, dude. I mean, I had a fairly respectable conversation with Sky Out, but it was only because I made myself be respectable. Like, I seriously, like, the first time he said I'm the greatest ever, and I come from the greatest sound theological debate ever. I seriously wanted to be like, bitch, you are saying the same shit I've heard everybody else say.
I'll give my opinion of Sky Out in the form of a story. As I saw a debate with Sky Out, and there's a couple of polytheists that I'm talking to about like how they can get involved in the debate scene and stuff like that. And after watching the debate with Sky Out, I went to a couple of them and I said, you know, the Sky Out guy would be a good first debate for you guys.
Yeah, a good first debate. It's so easy.
You see, Ocean, I didn't take advice like that. I kind of that's not the type of person I went to for my first debate. I don't know if that was a good idea or not.
I mean, like, go to for your first debate was your first debate the one where we bumped into each other and butted heads?
That debate, and then the second debate was the one with Catholic Fusionist.
that's good.
Dude, I wish my first debate was button heads with Ocean.
Okay.
Like
my first debate was like button heads with Dark Dawkins.
I didn't get to scrape the bottom of the barrel for debates until after I had already gone up against people like Ocean and Catholic Fusionist. People who are really fucking good at what they do.
Yeah, I invited Darth Dawkins, aka Evolution False, into my chat room. Like, I don't know who this guy is. Come on in. Yeah, mistake.
I cut my teeth on that guy. He doesn't. Yeah. He refuses to be in the same room with me.
Dude,
screw Discord or Hangouts or anything. I show up, he's gone.
Because you're smart.
He just disappears. It's great. And so there's a great little list of questions out there on the internet, and I'll just give this. I shall bequeath these to the to your audience. That if you ask him things like, you know, whether or not God can have intention, or whether or not God can have knowledge, it freaks him out.
Really?
Like he is ruined by those kind of questions. If you notice, he doesn't like getting asked questions anyway. He hates being on the defensive.
I'm like, dude, Darth, I just want to know about you. Let me ask you some questions. He's like, okay, but let me ask you these 10,000 questions. I'm like, no, I want to know about you. But that's good because I'm really thinking about like inviting him in for a one-on-one again, and just letting him go. And yeah, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Don't do it.
I can
do it, man. Don't do it.
We got it. If you have a good understanding of like what the follow up to that is and stuff like that. Like there's the can God have intentions thing is really interesting because here's how it works essentially. God is omnipotent. God has desires. If God is omnipotent and has desires, then there's nothing stopping it from being something that is actualized immediately.
Yeah, he can't intend on having anything for any for any amount of time.
It's impossible for him to actually desire something that isn't exist. At which point God is like lightning. God doesn't actually have any sort of intention. He doesn't have knowledge, he doesn't have intention, he doesn't have any understanding of anything. He is just pure action. At which point, how is he omniscient?
Yes.
How is he able to communicate things in the first place? Suddenly he loses all of his abilities as soon as you throw in omniscience on this guy. And there's a couple of other arguments like that wind up working because you get into a definition of knowledge that Darth Dawkins holds that it has to be revealed to him by God.
Wait,
so can God have knowledge?
That's his working definition of knowledge?
Yeah.
Well,
that which is revealed by God.
Only in revealed knowledge.
Well, and
at which point, guess who can't have knowledge? God.
Yes, and that is the point that I make when it comes to polytheism. Like, I would much rather prefer to believe in a God that isn't omnipresent, omnipotent, that is more aligned to our mode of thinking than this perfect being that hates gay people he created.
I tell you, spirituality makes a hell of a lot more sense once you look at it with a polytheist lens.
It does.
Absolutely.
I hate to interrupt the flow of the conversation. Can I give Athena the link?
Yeah,
I did send Athena the link, but please
Tried to
feel
give it to her
free to do
earlier.
so because I want Athena to jump in. Athena is a very smart guy, and I love Athena.
Yeah, I
Can
put
we?
the.
I was gonna say that we have a lovely tweet from Master Apologist. Something tells me that I'm going to destroy on Modern Day Debate tomorrow, and then with Andrew Strelades, we'll take on all comers. Hey, skeptics, are you ready? 413 to 0, all by technical knockout.
Yeah, I did get invited to a debate on Sunday, I believe, with him, Andrew Stellades, whatever his name is, and T Jump, and I'm like quite clearly like, T Jump is way smarter than I am, but I'll be glad to come in and like back him up when you guys override him, and then I'll just rage and let T Jump speak.
Bear in mind the strategy that Andrew Strelades.
Ferris and I just talked about this.
Yes. So there's two problems you're gonna have with T Jump. He's a bit of a one-trick pony. Like he's got a thing he's good at, but if he gets derailed off of that thing, he stops being good.
Well, and then that's
case in
kinda
point,
like
IP debate last
I would
night.
come in, like I would be like, "Fuck you, let's get back to the point."
Well, and here's the other side of it, though. Here's the other side of this. Andrew Strelades is decently good at what he is. I think he's a moral repugnant asswipe.
Yeah, I'm not
but
very
he's-
familiar with him. I'm more familiar with Josh Bristol and that whole Apology Supreme.
So here's the thing.
Josh,
Andrew's good at what he does. Josh is not. Josh is a monkey wrench. He is literally just there to throw you and T-Jump off of your game. My advice: literally ignore Josh. Just focus on Andrew.
I mean,
I would say the same thing. I think that it's interesting because I think that there's I think, God damn it, T-Jump's gonna hate me. I think that you're shackled a little bit by T-Jump because he does just this kind of one thing. I think that Andrew, if it was Andrew versus T-Jump, Andrew would probably win, in fairness. I think that the fact that you're in there and that Josh is in there changes the name of the game a little bit, because I think that that Josh is like a monkey wrench. Like, just like Sir said, he runs distraction tactics. You can ignore him completely because the only thing he's going to do is he's going to throw books at you, and he's not going to discuss the content. And if you chase him down on the point, he's not going to have one. Problem is, you can also kind of do that to T-Jump. You, on the other hand, I think that your strength is that you're very adaptive.
Yeah, I try.
T-Jump's not. So if you're able to adapt to what Andrew's throwing at you and adapt around what Josh is throwing at you, you'll do great.
I mean,
thank you, Ocean. I was kind of skeptical, like when Apology Supreme reached out to me on Twitter and said, like, you can come in on this. I'm like, he is way smarter than me, but I've only seen a couple debates.
T-Jump is really good at one thing, and if that argument doesn't wind up working, it's going to be really bad. And Andrew is the kind of person that is adaptive enough to go around that thing. So your job, in order to support T-Jump, is going to be adaptive.
Yeah, and that's what when I go into it, that's what I'm going to focus on. Thank you.
Yeah, just like listen to it and be sure that whatever you're saying addresses the premises that he has. Find what's supporting what he's saying and attack that. Don't attack the actual, like the conclusion. Attack the premises, what he's building on, and you'll be fine.
That is great advice. Thank you very much, because I was a little nervous. So I'm like,
hold on. Jill just put in one of his comments something about racist, sexist dogma. You fucking hypocritical piece of shit.
What did he say?
Lady Dasha can speak. What's up, Lady Dasha?
Hey, Nakasuchi. Hi, everyone.
I do not debate evolution, which is irrelevant in the information age. The debate in origin come out of the Dark Ages, the 19th century racist, sexist, Darwinian dogma.
Jill, you're an idiot. Enough said. Hello.
Oh yeah, and I do need to address Jill real quick, dog. Let me recheck my schedule because on that 3:30 Sunday thing, because that might be right around the time that I'm going to be debating Apologies Supreme, Anthony Sterlades, and T-Jump, and backing up T-Jump. So let me make sure before I commit on that.
Now,
Okay,
why
now
vote Tasha?
Don't worry. What I can do is I can have I'll bring Vegeta and Jill into a room, and we can basically fluff him for you. That way, he's ready to go in case you run over.
I'll lube that little ass up.
You post it so I can watch it.
Raging Atheist, I'm going to take off. It was good hanging out with you, man.
Thank you, Ocean.
Yeah.
Bye,
good.
Ocean.
I came in, everybody
Good,
leaves. What the hell?
And dude, good luck tomorrow. It's tomorrow, right? That you're going to debate.
I think it's
on
Sunday. I will double
Sunday?
check and I will message you.
Yeah, shoot me a message. Let me know because I'm going to watch that. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'll definitely message you.
All right,
Watch,
man. I'll see you.
watch this. I'm gonna make Jill uncomfortable in 5 seconds. Jill, this is my finger. This is your tight little ass.
That's the best note for me to leave on. Right?
Potty mouth. You have a potty mouth, Vegeta. Shame on you.
All right, hey, you know what?
No.
Jesus is Lord. Wait, no, I can't invite you back until you unban Lady Tasha. So if you want to unban Lady Tasha, then you
come on, come on.
You can come back.
Why in the hell? Why in the hell would he ban? Would he block Lady? Such a woman like Lady Tasha?
Because he fears
anybody.
It's a principle that he holds by. He will not discuss religious politics with women.
That is so.
Okay, you know what? Jill's both a sexist and a racist.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have a private conversation with Joel again, and I'll let him explain himself. But I would have to say that it seems a bit sexist. I mean, I'm the raging atheist. I'm as bad as you can get. If you haven't blocked me, but you're blocking Lady Tasha.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Jill said that it is the sodomites that hate the women, right? And he blocked Tasha. So, Jill, I have one question for you. Why are you gay?
I mean, it's not that sodomites hate women. It's just they're not attracted to women. A gay person a gay guy can have a friend. What? Jill, go fuck yourself. Come out of the closet already. Seriously.
Jill,
it's like it's 2019, dude. It's 2019.
Yeah.
Come out of the closet.
It's a new world now.
Jill, you have my permission to jerk off to my perfect jawline. Go ahead.
Okay, Dragonite.
My perfect jawline. Are you serious? He's just like looking at the jawline like, man, I wonder what my balls would look like resting on that chin.
What the fuck?
My God.
Yeah, I mean, I know like Jill is speaking up in the chat, and dude, seriously, if you want to speak to me again right now, and we will do it sometime on Sunday. Let me look at my schedule and see when I'm gonna go and speak to those.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wasn't he? No, hold on. Wasn't Jill? Wasn't Jill? On the same panel that Sister Sunshine was on.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. So, and Jill carried on a fairly decent conversation. I'm like about 5 hours through that conversation. He was fairly decent, and then he started piping in, and I'm like, Jill, dog, I'm sorry that you don't have a vagina, but don't be jealous on people that have vaginas.
I think the only reason.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Jill hates women because he wants to be one himself.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had a vagina because I would like totally fuck myself, but I don't.
I don't think it works like that. I mean, you have to find an alternate reality version of yourself, like those twins from BioShock Infinite. But
yeah. I mean, I would totally sexually harass myself.
New question to the chat: would you fuck female Nakasuchi?
If I was drunk enough.
I'd hit it.
Thank you, Vegeta.
What the hell's going on in here?
Saturday nights, I do tend to get drunk enough to put on a dress.
I mean, okay.
Hey, Vegeta.
Not
have
really.
You noticed something?
Don't quote me on that.
And what have you noticed?
Have you noticed that we've been talking about sodomy and shit, but
and Jill
during
is
that
gone.
time, I know Jill's on the timeout, but I haven't even heard him use one. You know how he does that on my chat?
Yeah, his fucking DEFCON that he had ass backwards.
Yeah, if somebody brings up sodomy or anything, he brings up 1, then he does 2, 3. If you get to 5, I'm out. Ooh.
Sodomy. There you go.
Yeah.
Jill, imagine a winking asshole. There you go.
Sorry, guys, I'm just kind of like responding to the chat real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah. I gotta get Vegeta in a room with Jill and Skyhow just to blow up Vegeta's skull.
Yeah,
No.
I would like to be in that room. I would like to be in that room just to ask about the N-word. Like seriously, like my question is Skyhow black?
Is Skyhow black?
He's made it clear through the way he's been trying to justify it that he is not black.
Oh.
So he's not black.
No.
So for any person, any white person to use that terminology in any reference to me, unless allowed, shows you the type of person he is.
See, I think the best part about it for me is I personally don't give a shit if white people say the word. I really don't care. But the fact that he said it and then left like a bitch, it was that moment I was like, okay.
And I'm all about embracing terms like, you know, the whole argument like, you know, black people shouldn't use that word. No, dude. I mean, I use atheist, even though some people say I'm not an atheist, because I embrace that term. Sometimes to fight against a word, the only way is to embrace that word. You know what I'm saying?
Well, wait, hold on. Somebody says you're not an atheist.
No wonder Wujista, the flaming gay atheist, can't win. Oh, it's gone. Wow. Jill, spoiler alert, I'm not gay, not even bi. I just like to make you cry.
Hey, Raging Atheist.
All right, go ahead.
Jesus is Lord is saying that once you've ejected him from the room, which I think he has this wrong, he can't come back in. Well, the problem is
well, can I like send the link to him?
If you eject him, that's fine. You have to actually remove him from the Hangout, the green chat in Gmail. But at least as far as I know, the reason he can't come back in is if he still has Lady Tasha blocked.
Yeah, Jill,
freaking unblock me.
Unblock Lady Tasha and come back in, because I haven't done anything. Like Jill, I have no beef against you outside of the fact that you won't let a woman speak. So if you would let a woman speak and not be like all douchebaggery about it.
Oh wait. I actually have a question. If he doesn't allow women to speak, why does he speak?
Yeah, like what makes you?
Because he's sexist.
Nobody got the joke. Nobody got the joke.
I mean, from my personal experience, I find the decision making of women to be more sound than the decision making of men. You know, I mean,
that joke
prove me
wrong. That joke failed.
See, I love that Reese. He'll talk shit about me, but he won't let anybody else do. He saw that shit and it was gone.
I know he calls you like stepson or some shit. I think that's disrespectful. I'm like, no, bitch, I ain't your stepson, motherfucker. I'm your bitch. I'm like your fucking god. You might as well recognize it.
Exactly. As far as I'm concerned, fucking Jill is like the fucking. He should be washing my balls to the fact that I even fucking acknowledge him.
Although I do have to give props because having Jill on my channel brings.
Holy shit! You have his ego.
I mean, Jill is up in the chat of everybody. So if I'm like bringing Jill on and I have a chance. Although in my long conversation, I didn't really have a chance to go at Jill.
Oh shit!
It's only good for my channel.
Priest, don't do it. You'll develop a tumor if you try and debate that retard.
I'm gonna give him some time on Sunday. I just gotta double check when I'm gonna go and debate T-Jump and make sure I can have like nap time on Sunday because I go back to work on Sunday night.
I would rather talk to Standing for Truth than Jill. That's just me.
That's agreed.
You know what? I have come to realize the first time I talked to Standing for Truth, I thought he was disingenuous because he was reading from a script. And I need to come to realize that just because you're reading from a script doesn't mean you don't believe what you're saying. So then the next time I talk to Standing for Truth, I want to come from a place to where I can actually accept him because the last time I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody brought up in the chat that we haven't even let Tasha speak.
I know, yeah, I know. Everybody wants Tasha to speak because they all love her. I'm just the raging atheist. Let's let Tasha speak.
I don't understand why Jill has blocked me. I think that's ridiculous.
Awesome.
I don't. It's 2019. Like, if you can't listen to a woman's perspective, then like I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't want to hear your opinion. He believes that men are head of the household and women are subservient to men.
Yeah, and it's not like you're even like very disrespectful. I'm the fucking raging atheist, and you come on my channel and you're not going to talk to Lady Tasha? Something's wrong with that, you know?
He believes men are the head of the household while living in his mother's basement. What a fucking bitch.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, to be fair, with you, we don't know that. Okay, that's just rhetoric on our part. We don't know that.
It is true. I mean, it is true, Joe, that if you weren't a little bitch, you wouldn't have blocked Lady Tasha. But
I'm so glad.
Jill, you can come on and explain it all you want one-on-one with me sometime on Sunday afternoon. I will email you when is a good time for me. And I think I did offer you. I think you do some kind of live stream and shit. I'll come on your channel, dog. I mean, you've been on my channel a few times. I'll come on your channel and I will defend being the raging atheist. I might cuss you out.
Reese, no, you're falling for the trap. Reese, stop.
Right? I know.
It's a trap.
Reese.
Well, now the question is, which trap is it? A good trap or a bad trap?
There's no such thing as a good trap, you fucking lying bastard.
I was quoting.
Hey, Wolf King and I will disagree. Okay.
There are good traps. If you walk into a trap and you fuck that trap up, that's a great trap.
I was quoting Admiral Akbar from
I know you were, Jay. I was.
Destruction will ensue.
I mean, Wolf King and I. Yeah, there you go.
All right, Jesus is Lord. If my silly mods keep putting you in timeout, it's probably because of disrespectful rhetoric, and I would just like totally tone down your rhetoric. But I guarantee you one thing. That when me and you talk one-on-one, I will let you speak, and then I will either go raging atheist or I won't. That is up to you.
I'm warning you now.
I kind of hope I go raging atheist.
And Bill, like, you should be able to listen to a woman's perspective and not like an asshole about it.
And I would just like to say, Jesus Lord, Lady Tasha isn't the only one that has complained about this. Several women in my chat that have spoken against you have complained that you have blocked them. Now, I have spoken against you. Now, I also try to give you a voice, but I try to speak against you, and you haven't blocked me. And it's either one, you like my channel and you want the views, or two, you're a sexist motherfucker.
Well, yeah, that's and that's what I was to say. He hasn't blocked you because you're a man. He respects you. You know what I mean? He sees you as one of
chat anymore.
self. He sees you as you know what? Forget it. I'm trying. I'm trying to be psycho armchair psychologist here.
No,
you be smart, Athena. Just be smart.
Regina's rubbing his temples. He's just got a headache talking about the guy.
Hello?
I can only handle so much stupid. I'm sorry.
And I can only handle so much sexism. Like, it's ridiculous. Like,
yeah, it's
coincides with it, though.
It's pathetic. You know what? I get a lot of hate from Christians because I speak out on cult bunnies, and I'm like, you're not supposed to speak to us men. I don't say that the Bible does. But yet, then these Christians come on and they're like, fuck you, woman.
Exactly.
A true man who truly respects women can criticize them because he sees them as equals.
Yes.
Exactly. Vegeta, I agree.
Yes. Like, you know what? If I were to curb myself on Girl Defined, then I'm not only doing them a justice, I'm doing myself a disjustice. You know, like, just because they're women. Excuse me. Ooh, beer.
Jill, you don't have a fucking wife.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to go at you. I'm going to go at you just like I go at Steven Anderson. I'm going to go at you just like I go at Matt Powell. You know, I'm not sexist. It is what you say that matters. You know,
right?
I just told you because Jesus said, "Save your psychoanalyst crap for someone else," and I said. I basically, what did they send to him? Scrolling. I said, yeah, but you block women on principle, dude. Just think of them like a man without a dick.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? What's up?
What's up, ladies?
Wow. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I can't believe what I'm hearing.
I can.
What, he blocks women on principle? Yeah, he blocks women on principle.
Yeah.
See, this is
I don't get anybody that just blocks somebody because of their gender. Like
exactly.
I haven't blocked anybody. Anybody. Like I'm currently planning on reaching out to Girl Defined. They'll never reach back. MMA Jenkins, maybe she will, because I think she's genuine and would want to defend herself and have an honest conversation. I hope. I think that would be epic.
That would be.
But like just to assume, right, that a woman's input doesn't matter. Jill, you're fucked up, dog.
And that's inherently sexist.
Yes.
Like, he can't handle the fact that I have an opinion, so therefore, like, anything I say doesn't matter, and like that's inherently sexist, and that's why.
It's like MZ was fucking complaining about it, and
oh,
lot of women in my chat have complained that Jill has blocked them, and I'm like, Jill, you don't block me, you know, and maybe I give you a platform, but at the same time, I'm the most disrespectful motherfucking atheist you're gonna fucking find.
Dr. Suit, you have not seen enough of me, and I think a wise man once said, "Jill, you're an idiot. That's enough."
I just don't get it. If I cannot invite one of my longtime commenters into my chat because you're here, guess what, dog?
Jill,
you're
gone. Jill, how are you guys? Did you really just suggest that
Wait, what?
Women, Jill, or just?
This is great. Hold on. I'll just respond to this right now. He says, a man who has sex with a woman and does not marry them hates women. So whose ethics and whose morals are we to adhere to? What if it's a woman who has sex with a man that she doesn't want to marry but just wants to have sex?
And he just said, too bad to get your husband. I do not debate women. I mean, that right there shows your sexism, dog. I mean, this is why I fight against the fucking Bible. If your Bible didn't justify this shit, you would not believe in it, and I would not have to fight against you.
I'm about to just fucking throwing my dick around in spite of Jill.
And it's why I hate the female cult bunnies so much, because they like feed into that. Like, as a woman, you have to shut up and you can't say anything, and like your husband has to be the spiritual leader, and it's like, that's so stupid. Why can't you both equally be the spiritual leader? Why do you have to follow in his footsteps? Like it's so dumb.
Yeah, when fucking Kristen talks about getting on her knees with her husband and letting him pray for them, I'm like, are you not your own human being? I mean, like, I truly do not hate Girl Defined, but at the same time, I despise them. You know, like,
yeah.
I think that at some point, both people in the relationship should have some time on their knees. You know.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree. If you're a man and you're not spending time on your knees for your woman, you're not a man.
Nope.
Wait. Hold on. Reese is asking, Jesus is Lord. So a debate at 3:30 next Sunday. Where and topic? Hold on. Well, if you have a scheduling conflict, Raging Atheist, and you can't do it on this Sunday at 3:30, what if Reese just took your spot?
Well, and that's cool. But what I'm saying is, like, if you want to have a conversation with me, Jill, let me check my schedule. Let me look at my Twitter and see when I committed to a debate beforehand. And then we will adjust that schedule accordingly. Now, if you want to be a little bitch and cop out of our debate of our because I'm like I are already committed to a Christian, a Christian that I really honestly shouldn't even commit to because he attacked people that I respected. But I'm willing to go on and back up a guy that we admire, T-Jump. I'm going to do that instead of talk to your sexist ass. So let's reschedule around my nap time.
Did this fucking just say that it's abusing women to have sex with women you're not married to, while this same stupid fucker was defending raping little girls in fucking war? Are you fucking kidding me?
How is it abusing a woman if I have sex with a woman that wants to have sex with me?
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
Oh my god.
Jill, I never have sex with a woman that I know is married, but if she's lying about it, that's not on me.
Yeah, that's on her. That's on her.
You know, and straight up, honestly, I don't believe in marriage. So if a woman wants to have sex with me, more than likely I'm gonna give her the dick.
If there really was a God, Jill, he would not be so awful as to create a disgusting abomination.
Maybe Jill needs more pussy in his life, and he wouldn't be so.
You mean some at all? No.
Well, no, Jay, Raging. He needs less of it because he needs to move out of his mother's basement.
Yeah, he needs a woman he can dominate. And I'm just sorry, Joe.
And that's not me.
I don't find that very attractive. I do want to thank Kent Hovind CPA for the super chat. I always miss it, but Kit Hovind CPA always gives me super chats. And Kit Hovind CPA, you are the shit, dog. I'm going to go get – actually, my beer is half full, so I'm going to go take a piss. Y'all guys talk.
See, Jill, since you're a bitch-ass boy, let me explain to you how you get one of them women's. See, step 1, you got to have some confidence. Step 2, get the fuck out of the basement. Step 3, you take that confidence and you actually get good at something so that you're not a useless pile of shit. Next step, you have to actually respect and talk to women. And then step 5, you got to be dominant. And dominant doesn't mean you got to be fucking having bitches on their knees, fucking hold it to your power. No, you gotta be a dominant personality. You gotta be strong. You can't be a bitch. Kind of like
you gotta be drag, basically. You gotta be drag.
Be drag. But as close as your bitch ass can get.
Okay, Vegeta, you know what? I actually have an idea for you. Start making videos targeted at incels to help them. You make so much money.
I can end up like, you ever hear of what was his name, like Based Shaman? I watched a couple of his videos. That's how I learned about incels. This dude, that's his whole channel, is just fucking giving incels fucking advice and watching them fucking roast him on their fucking on their Reddit.
That's amazing.
and he's a fucking mulatto, one of those mulattoes that's so mixed that he doesn't even look black or white anymore. Shut up! Right. I'm 17. I didn't know I aged down 2 years. You fucking retard.
Damn,
you're older enough to be my father, dude. First off, my father's Hispanic. Second, my father doesn't live in a fucking basement. And third,
are you speaking to Jill?
Yes, because he's pulls this shit all the time. Apparently, I've gone down 2 years in age. I don't live with my mother actually. I live here with my grandmother. She's a nice lady. Number 3, I'm a college student. I can't fucking live on my own. I'll fucking die. And number 4, Jill. The idea of you being the father of anything is disgusting because your genes being spread would be like fucking AIDS if it was a fucking person. Like, that would be awful.
Jesus.
You know what? I somehow think that Jill might still be reachable just because he's so adamantly against anti-woman that I think that when he becomes an out gay man, he won't be into it.
Once somebody reaches his G-spot, you will reach Jill.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to go up against him, but if he's going to act like that, then forget it.
I mean, I don't even see why he would have blocked you, Lady Tasha. I mean, like, I've never seen where you've been like disrespectful ever.
Well, it's not because she's disrespectful, it's because she's a woman.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what gets me. Like, you know what, Jill, if you want to come on my channel, dog, you're gonna have to like unban Lady Tasha. And I would probably say you're gonna have to unban MZ as well.
Yes, unban MZ.
Just because it's total douchebaggery.
See, but you see what I mean, though, right? Like, Jill's just saying fucking stupid bullshit in the chat. I'm just over here ending his entire fucking career, and I'm unaffected.
He's like, you're new to this game. I'm a veteran. I'm like, bitch, I've been an atheist for 20 years. How the fuck am I new to this game?
Bitch, you do not know me, motherfucker. I come to a place where I'm new, and I fucking dominate that bitch.
I know, like, give me an argument where I can respect you. Until then, you're just Jill.
Jill, what have you got? What have you got, Jill?
Although
that's a nice.
I mean, it's kind of cool that I got a Skylar Fiction troll trolling me now. That's kind of cool.
Oh, Jill trolls everybody.
Jill is like he's a fun toy to just. He's like everybody's shared fucking fleshlight, you know?
Like, I really enjoy talking, but I'm gonna warn you, Jill, the next time we talk, because I'm pretty sure Jill's a black man. I'm gonna challenge your Christian belief as a black man next time we talk.
Yes. Yes.
Uncle Ruckus.
So let's
pull my hair and pull my pants up. First of all, Jill, I take good care of my hair. Number 2, I'm not one of those stupid fucks who fucking sags their pants. So stop making assumptions, you useless fucking incel. Yeah. And number 3, try again. You're not getting any closer. Guess what? Look.
Fucking Wujita, man. Wujita is. I'm gonna just claim it, even if it's not true. But Wujita is my prodigy. And anything Vegeta does from here on out is totally the responsibility of the raging atheist.
See, now, Jill, you know how when you say that, I'm like, you're fucking garbage, don't talk to me? I can accept that, because you know what? If it wasn't for Nakasuchi, I would never showed up on YouTube. Start.
I love you, dog, man. I think you're fucking, your style is brilliant. Brilliant. I fucking love it.
You know, once you're dead inside, it's real easy for people not to see the pain, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I totally get that. You know, like people are like, why are you the way you are? And I'm like, have you ever died inside of your soul?
Like this.
If you have and you can understand, if you haven't, keep watching my videos.
when you just find yourself laying in bed at night for a few hours, then you're ready.
I know, like people are like, why are you the way you are? And I'm like, because I dealt with Christians. Had I not, I'd probably be a different fucking person. But unfortunately, I've dealt with Christians.
Man, if it wasn't for those bastards, I'd probably be fucking.
It's not even Christians, it's the fundamental Christians I have a huge issue with.
Yeah, like when I was in jail, like I knew some really cool Muslims that were all about just reading and knowing life, and they wanted to fucking understand everything. But then I also knew Muslims that were like 5%ers, and they thought like kind of like the ISUPK does, where white man is the devil. And I'm like, yeah, some white people are the devil. But guess what? Some black people are the devil too, motherfucker. You know, like humans can be evil despite their skin color. Mind blown.
Oh my fucking god, Jill! He's trying so hard. It's adorable. Oh my god.
You know, I'm like, like fucking.
Oh my god.
I'm like, I've known motherfuckers that are good people of all skin colors. But guess what? I've known some evil motherfuckers. And guess what? They're all skin colors.
Did you grow up living with your father?
And they're like, how can you know this? And I'm like, I know this based on life experience. You talk about having a revelation, some voice speaking in your head. We call that delusion, but you call it prayer. But, you know, I know this from life experience, that people are people. It doesn't matter the skin color. It doesn't matter the religious affiliation. All that matters is that whether you hate or you don't, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah.
If Matt Powell didn't hate, guess what? I wouldn't be making Matt Powell videos. Simple as that. If he didn't hate gay people, I wouldn't have no need to spend my time making a Matt Powell video. But because he hates gay people, I have to ascertain that he might be gay.
He's gay. He's gay.
And
He's
for
gay.
2, I have to ascertain that you deserve to be spoken out against. If you didn't deserve it, I wouldn't do it. MMA Jenkins, why are you so mad at MMA Jenkins? Because she's promoting a lifestyle that could be detrimental to women outside of her position.
Yeah.
I mean, pure and simple. That's it. That's all. If you cannot understand the empathetic value of a poor woman than you are yourself, getting into these relationships that you're promoting, I don't want to be your friend. I want to make trash talking videos about you, because to me that's atrocious. You know,
well, it's the same with Girl Defined. They do it. Like they do it. Yeah,
you need to see it. If you can't see it, you know, and I spoke about this when I was talking about my death threats, and I need to see, you know, my rhetoric towards certain individuals. If you cannot recognize that about yourself, there's no solution. You know, no human being is perfect. No human being is infallible. If you cannot recognize where you're going wrong and adjust accordingly, then I'm going to give you my scorn. I mean, that's all there is to it. I'm going to give you the raging atheist. And I won't apologize for it ever. And I would hope, you know, who knows? Maybe Girl Defined is watching my shit because I put out so much shit. You know, Girl Defined, come talk to me. I'll be respectful. Come talk to me. I'll be respectful. Fucking Kirby is a boss. Come talk to me. I'll be respectful. We'll have a decent conversation, and I will give you your voice. But until you have the balls to come talk to me, you get my response.
Oh, and
Girl Defined is kind of under some fire right now because they really messed up. They fucked up big time.
And they should be. They should be, honestly.
No, I don't know if you heard, but I guess a subscriber of theirs wrote a letter to them talking about, I don't know, it wasn't like a confession, but she was basically saying that she was assaulted, and they glossed over it, and they pretty much said that we were all sexually broken and like yada yada, and they were giggling, and I was furious. I could not believe
I need to look into that. That might be my next Girl Defined video, because fuck that shit.
Please do. Yeah, please do. It was disgusting. Actually, they took that video down. They took it down. Mr. Atheist talked about it. They took the video down because they knew they messed up.
I'll reach out to Mr. Atheist and ask him about it, and hopefully he'll respond. He's a big guy. Mm-hmm. Maybe he won't, but I think he will, because I think he will. I think he's a good dude, you know.
Yeah.
And I want to know. You know what? I've been concentrating on new cult bunnies, you know, and I haven't went to Girl Define's page in a while. But if these chicks are doing even more atrocious shit than I've spoken about, I want to know. And I want Bethany and Kristen to come here and defend themselves. And I will give them a chance to do so. I will let them speak. I will not interrupt. I will not be disrespectful. But let's face it, they're cowards, and they're not going to.
Yeah, they're not going to talk to you. They're not going to talk to you.
Yeah, they're not going to do it. You know? But I issued that challenge. They can come anytime they want, but we all know they ain't going to do it. You know, no. Matt Powell. You know, as much as we despise Matt Powell, he did it. You know, if Matt Powell can do it, why can't you, Girl Defined? Why can't you defend your ideology? Stand up for yourselves. And you can say whatever you want to me. I will let you say it. All the atrocious things. I mean, anybody here that has been here a while has seen all the atrocious things I've said about Girl Defined. Come defend it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I am on way later than I thought I would be. Holy shit. Like this YouTube thing is so addictive that you can start at whatever time and look at the clock and like, holy fuck. It's 1:14 in the morning on the Eastern Coast where I'm at. And holy shit, how did I do this? I haven't looked at the chat. I'm sorry for everybody. I haven't looked at the chat. Even you, Jesus is Lord. Oh my God. I'm probably not sorry for that.
Jill,
but I will look at the dog.
Let me add to my advice to give to you. Maybe you should learn an instrument. That could be fun. You know, get some skills, impress somebody.
I tried, but the weed at the time wasn't good enough for me. We're talking 80s, and if you don't remember the 80s, because I know Vegeta, you don't remember the 80s.
I don't. I'm young. I don't.
Weed came in bricks, and it was garbage.
Ouch! That's nothing more painful than bad weed.
Yeah, this is chocolate Thai, and you're smoking some fucking dirt weed. That's the 80s.
That's terrible.
But how old are you, Vegeta?
19.
Oh, you're 19. Okay.
Vegeta, I've got like 2 decades on you, dog. But your afro's got 2 decades on me.
It's that powerful.
And I just want to say that not only is Vegeta a very instrumental person with his guitar right now, but he's also a very artistic person with his Brett Keane drawing.
Yes, I love the manatee.
Let us hope for the good of my channel that Brett Keane will see it. At least I try to come on and be respectful. And then when they were disrespectful, I became the Raging Atheist. I'm going to invite him tomorrow. We'll see if Brett Keane will come and answer my questions about the bullshit he did in Scholar Fiction If he doesn't come and answer my questions about scholar fiction, well, I might have to be done with Brett Keane. In fact, if he doesn't answer my questions about scholar fiction, I am done with Brett Keane. Scholar's my boy. Brett Keane, you become somewhat of a friend. Answer the questions. Perfect background music, Wujita. Perfect.
I know, it's lovely.
Yeah. So Jill, you're garbage. It's about that simple. You got nothing on.
Jill, just unblock me. I want to hear what you have to say because I'm an open-minded person. Like, I'm not going to disrespect you, but just unblock me. Unblock me. And unblock MZ too.
I will disrespect the shit out of you, and I will laugh while I do it.
And that's what I'm saying. Oh, excuse me. Jill, if you want to come on a live stream where I'm having... Oh, man, I'm drinking a lot of beer. All right, so if you want to come on and have a live stream where I'm having a lot of guests on, you got to unblock all these women, dog, because you know what? Maybe I'll have MZ on next weekend. And you want to come on, and then I got to like eject you because MZ can't get up in the chat room and shit. You know, like, even if you don't like what they say, I'm just saying unblock them just so you can speak.
Exactly. Just unblock us. Unblock us.
It's not worth it, man. Like I've only unblocked. I've only blocked a couple people, and it's always over politics because they're like, "Oh, Donald Trump is great," and I'm like, "Fuck you, you dictator-loving motherfucker." But outside of that, I don't block nobody.
Yeah.
I hate Donald Trump. I just want to say that. Like, for a president, he is the worst president I think we've ever had. And that counts. That counts. Like, motherfuckers like, what's his name that, like, fired on the motherfuckers on in Washington, D.C. You know? I mean, like, Donald Trump hasn't, like, physically killed an American yet, but he's a fucking traitor. And if you support a traitor, you're a fucking traitor. Period. My input.
He's also super
Lord, I'm not a bigot, dog. I'm not a bigot. I just hate bigoted people. That's why, and you can come on my channel and defend yourself all you want. I'll let you speak. Defend yourself, dog. But if you're gonna be bigoted towards women in my channel, we have issues.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I am gonna end it because I think it's like almost 1:30 a.m. Brett Keane didn't come in. I'm gonna send him a message. Jesus is Lord. I'm gonna look at my schedule and I'm gonna get with you in an email tomorrow about what time Sunday we can talk. If you would like me to come on your channel, Jesus is Lord, I would be willing to do that because you have come on my channel. But just know that the Raging Atheist is fucking heated, and we're gonna talk about the sexism shit.
Yay!
And always remember, Jill, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, you're garbage to me. You are nothing, and I will never respect you. And I will laugh at every one of your fucking mistakes. You putrid, useless waste of fucking genetic material. Oh boy.
Vegeta, I would like to say like that's hateful and shit, but Jill really hasn't provided any evidence against so. So until Jill does, we have to stay tuned to the Raging Atheist. And if you haven't recognized that Lady Tasha and Vegeta and my boy Jay here are some upcoming motherfuckers, you need to recognize that shit. Jesus is Lord. I'm going to look at my schedule. I will send you an email as soon as I know what time Sunday I think would be appropriate for me to like sleep and talk. So I will send you that email, and I'm looking forward to it, Jill. Me and you one-on-one, just having a conversation again. This is going to be fun. Prepare to answer the sexism question.
Yes. I'll be tuned in on that.
I'm up and coming, and I'm coming sweet cheeks.
All right, guys. I'm going to see you guys all later. I want to thank Jay, Lady Tasha, Mujita. I want to thank Ocean. I want to thank Cirrus, even though I didn't get to see when Cirrus ducked out. I want to thank all you guys for coming in, calming me down, because I was rather heated when I started this shit. And I promise you guys, I'm going to reach out to Brett Keane. Maybe the Raging Atheist will be live tomorrow, and Brett Keane can answer about Skylar Fiction. All right, I'll see you guys later.
See ya.
It's nice to meet you, Tasha.